Say hello to everybody. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the Punk Rock Review. This is our discussion, review of Blink-182 One More Time, Part 2. They dropped 8 more songs on an already incredibly long record, and we want to find out, did it improve the record? Did it make it better? Excuse me. Is this a better album now with these additional songs? It's like an hour and 20 minutes long now. And I say based solely on that it doesn't make it a better record. But whatever, man. We're going to listen to some parts of the songs. We're going to talk about it. I think, because I've already listened to this. This isn't like my first listen, and this isn't my reaction to it. That's silly. Also, please like the videos, like the stream, all that stuff, man. Help support the channel, help us grow. If you're here later, you might be on a YouTube edited version. If that's the case, there will be a full version on Patreon. So, without further ado, let's listen to No Fun off of Blink-182 one more time. Heart attack! Is this my life? We saw the summer. The drums are still way too punchy. They're very well played, and as far as the drums are concerned, they're well. What's the word? It's like produced. Good grief. I'm tired. It's been a long weekend. They're well produced. They're a little overproduced still. They sound really good though. Like if you just isolate the drums, it's pleasant to listen to. It's hard to adjust and listen to it and enjoy it over the music though and the vocals. The keyboard in the background of the song gives it a completely different dynamic to anything that I've ever heard Blink do, honestly. It sounds pretty different for their music, and I appreciate that. I really like it, actually, that they did something a little bit different. I really love this band just in general. Their later material is not really my cup of tea, but like in general, I like these dudes. They're cool people that I would like to, whatever. But like, my point is that I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful. It's just an opinionated video. That guitar lick and chord, whatever you want to call it, the little riff, it sounds very vintage Blink. I liked his vocal flow and pattern in this particular part. This song is probably the first or second best out of all of the new songs. So, at least that's my opinion of it, right? This lyrically has a lot in common with Journey to the End of East Bay and Out Come the Wolves, because they're talking about their past and just kind of like some of the stuff they went through, and it's very similar as far as like the story that they're hearing. It's interesting to hear them talk about it in this perspective about pissing off the fans because they were getting big and making punk rock more socially acceptable. I find it interesting that they acknowledge that, because that's what they did. They may not be a punk band, quote unquote, per se. It's up to interpretation, I guess, but they definitely led the charge in that, and they helped grow the genre a lot. I find it very interesting. I really like this song a lot, but there's parts in this song that I hear like Matt Skiba, and it's got to be because they were just around the guy so much. I'm not saying that they were like, ooh, let's go do something, but it feels like like I put in the thumbnail, his DNA is all over these 8 tracks, dude. It's wild, man. Beautiful Plant says, I don't hate this. Blink-182 is a band I previously wouldn't have given a chance. Was about to say I appreciate these lyrics, how they're conveying this story. Yeah, it's interesting. Let's finish this track off. So that was the first song that I heard off the new stuff. That one, and then this next one, All in My Head, were the first 2 that I heard. I really like that song a lot. When I first heard it, I thought, man, that's incredible. They're gonna have a lot of. My thoughts were that song was really good, and that it felt vintage to me, but with a more updated, modern production. And so, yeah, I enjoy it. I like the lyrics a lot. I like the vocal performance on it a lot. But yeah. So let's move on to All in My Head. We'll talk about it as we listen to it. I'll try to pause it a little bit less. I know it's really annoying. So.
But now I start to doubt it. Lonely hotel room.
Bro, you tell me that doesn't sound like Matt Skiba? Hold on, listen to that again.
Night after night, but now I start to doubt it. Lonely hotel.
Bro, it's obviously Tom, but it sounds so much like a Matt Skiba flow and vocal pattern and tone and the actual notes he might sing, the melody. Like, it just sounds Skiba-esque. Again, not saying this from like a negative point of view. I'm just a big fan, so I thought it was cool that it happened. I would like to know if they did it on purpose or if he helped him write anything. I don't know. Maybe probably didn't help him write anything, but who knows, man? I'm sure they learned something being around that guy. He's an amazing songwriter. Bro, it's Alkaline Trio chord progression too. Yeah, bro. This is like, I'm gonna assume that this is a more like a tip of the cap. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, this sounds so much like Alkaline Trio and Matt Skiba to me. Bro, that guy is such a robotic, good drummer. Like, he's good's not even the right word. He's fantastic, dude. He's so good at playing drums, which is why this album is a little bit overproduced and why it sounds so drum heavy, because he's just so good at it. It's kind of hard to not do that, I would imagine, when you're as good as he is, you know? But if y'all don't hear the Alkaline Trio influences in this song, I would say that you're just lying. This sounds like Angels and Airwaves. Like, I feel like they've just kind of taken from all of their years of experience and all the different collaborations that they did and all the people that they've worked with, and it's just, this is the culmination of all those years of songwriting. Like, I don't actually mean that they were like, ooh, I'm going to take a Matt Skiba sound. No, it's just that they've played music for so many years, and they've done it with so many people that you're going to hear influences. I mean, if I hung out with... If I was in a band that sounded sort of like, you know, some like street rock stuff, let's say like Rancid but no ska, just like Lars and the Bastards, maybe a little slower, right? Swingin' Utters. Let's say I had a band that sounded kind of like Swingin' Utters, right? And then I hung out with the Hatebreed and Terror guys for like 2.5 years for some reason. Like, let's say I filled in on guitar with those dudes, right? And then I went back and wrote another Swingin' Utters record, and I was the lead songwriter. It would sound like I hung out with those guys. It just would be like random little guitar licks, little different leads that would happen, maybe a certain riff progression that you didn't normally hear. And that's what would happen. So I'm not saying it to be disrespectful. I'm just kind of amazed that nobody's really talking about it, at least that I've seen. I think it's a solid track. I like the first one quite a bit more, but it's still a good song. The next one I don't think I'm a big fan of. It's called Can't Go Back, but we're going to check it out anyways. They've got one that sounds... It might be this one. Let me just listen to it. We'll talk about it when we listen to it. So if you're still watching it, you're still hanging out, man, give us a thumbs up. It's free. It doesn't take nothing at all, and it helps a lot. I would appreciate it. That might be one of the best drum sounds I've ever heard as far as just clarity in the sound of the drum. Listen to this again, dude. Are you serious? And it's so very... I mean, he tunes his drums to perfection, in my opinion. Like, the sounds that he gets from his kit, I don't know of a sound... There's only one drummer that I enjoy listening to and watching play more than Travis Barker, and that's this guy named Pete Souza. Pete is a friend of mine. We used to play in a band together, and it blew me away how good he was. Like, it was like... I know he didn't... It wasn't effortless, but it looked effortless. How it's kind of... You know, he's so good. He played with the Street Dogs for a while, man. If you know who Pete Souza is, you probably understand exactly what I'm saying right now.
I keep all the monsters inside of me. They keep feeding on my anxiety.
I like the lyrics on this song, but I'm not a big fan of the actual music.
Train wreck that I can't stop watching.
Dude, I think the problem is that I feel like this is an Alkaline Trio song being played by Blink-182. They're so intertwined now that it's impossible for me to take them and separate them anymore. It kind of bothers me because I know I constantly compare them, and it's not really fair to Blink-182. Like, I'm 100% aware that it's not necessarily fair that I would do that. Fair doesn't really matter, man. We're just talking about music, so it's just my opinion. If you don't like it, you don't have to. It's not a big deal. It doesn't bother me. And it shouldn't bother you that much.
Left to take the blame and the silence.
Dude, the vocal melody, again, I have to say this. It just kind of sounds like Alkaline Trio. Listen to it one more time.
Take the left to take the blame and the silence.
You know what it is? It's not even that it's that when you combine their two vocals, every time I've brought it up, it's when they were both singing and having a vocal melody thing go on. Their voices just kind of remind me of Matt Skiba's voice. When you combine their two, because they're separately, they're very distinct and unique. And when you combine them, they just have a similar cadence and like a similar pitch, I guess, to Matt Skiba's. It's interesting. I like it though. Like I feel like people are gonna get all angry at me, and it's real dumb. I like this, man. I mean, this song is a little kind of boring, but I do get it. And the more I listen to it, the more I like it. I can admit that.
We will never let them divide us.
Yeah, but you did. No, I'm kidding. Not really. The simple minimalist guitar and strong vocal performance, like over a minimalist guitar like this, it reminds me of that band U2 a little bit. This is almost not even rock and roll anymore. It's like pop music. This song. There's another one that I'll have some more comments on in a minute. But it almost sounds like they're just separated themselves from like the pop punk part of everything. They're just like a pop rock band now. And I think that's been the case for quite a while. I would even say that when Matt Skiba was in the band, they were still more of like a pop rock band. They had a lot of keyboards that they started inserting in their songs. Because when I first started listening to Blink-182, it was literally three dudes playing fast pop punky stuff. Like, this is a very far cry from that. Whether that's good or not, that's up to you. I enjoy this as a, in totality. This particular track, I'm not super fond of. Does that matter? No. The production's, I feel like it's toned down a little bit, but it had to sound cohesive throughout the whole album, so they couldn't just go back and like change the production completely. At least I don't think so. I think that would have been a bad move, because then they would have that'd be admitting that they did something wrong, and I don't think they're trying to do all that either, because I don't think that they agree that it's wrong. I think a lot of people that are critics said that it sounded too drum heavy. That's to be discussed, I guess.
Maybe I'm a fool for this.
Bro, I don't know if I said that on this song or the last one, but yeah, I heard a lot of Angels and Airwaves, Jaden. I have said that a couple times on this broadcast already. Let's see. JJ says they got rid of the good part of their music. It still sounds like Blink, but lacks something. Well, I mean, some people want the faster stuff, and I do. Yeah, I've said Angels and Airwaves at least a couple times already, and I've said it a bunch in the past week listening to this, like talking to people. There's a lot of Angels and Airwaves in this. That electronic drum, is it auto-tune that I'm hearing in there? There might be some auto-tune going on in there. It's okay, though. I mean, look, I don't think the song was, like, objectively bad at all. I just don't resonate with it. The lyrics were pretty solid, but the actual, like, music, it was just too slow and bland for me. This one's called Every Other Weekend. We'll check this one out, and we'll talk about it as well. If you're new to the stream, welcome. Hope you're having a great day. This is like a more aggressive version of the drum beat in the song prior to this. Listen, it's just like a more aggressive version. It sounds like programmed drums to me, and it's good, but it sounds programmed because he's so damn good at playing that it just sounds like, I bet he hits the drum with the exact same amount of pressure almost every time. He's mechanical, man. Travis Barker is an amazing drummer. It's wild, man. And I don't listen to metal and stuff, so there's crazy metal drummers out there that I wouldn't know about. And I don't like prog rock, so maybe that's why I'm so enamored by this guy, because I haven't heard a lot of stuff out there that would be considered like amazing drumming. But this dude rules. I love listening to him play drums, even when it's overproduced and drum heavy. I still like it.
And every time that it's Tuesday, feel like I'm wasting away.
Dude, his voice sounds weird, doesn't it? It sounds like he's singing like this instead of just singing like this. It's like he's pulled his pitch up to an unnatural level, if that's the right word. And I'm not a music... I might be using the wrong terminology, and if that's the case, my apologies. But I'm just explaining it in the way that I am comfortable talking. I feel like I've got reasonable critique, though, and good points that I'm making. It sounds nasally. And every time that is Tuesday, it just sounds unnatural. I don't dislike it either necessarily. I just am making an observation.
Heartbreak every time you're leaving. Every time I watch you go.
There's that like dancey hi-hat beat that he's doing. This is very bouncy and dancey. This sounds like Olivia Rodrigo and Taylor Swift, which was what I meant earlier when I said they don't even sound like they're a pop punk band anymore. They're just like a pop rock band. They're like a pop group now, and it's okay. It's not a condemnation. It's just an observation. So, sounds like a song that could have easily been on California. Oh, dude, yeah, dude. This has got... I can't compare tracks to metal drummers, different style. Travis is one of the best non-metal drummers, if not the best. I mean, yeah, that's up for debate. I would say so. Sounds like a song that could have easily been on California, says Jaden. I agree with that a lot. This has got so much Matt Skiba DNA throughout this entire little 8-track EP. I find it pretty... it's interesting. It's almost a surfy sound. Dun, 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 with that hi-hat. Listen.
Sunday morning the same. We used to stare at each other.
Almost new wavy. There's so many influences on this song. It's got some new wave, a little bit of Angels and Airwaves, a little bit of Alkaline Trio. These dudes have came with all the influences, dude. I will say, man, I commend them for bringing songs to the table that I am certain that they knew were going to upset some of their longtime like diehard fans. I like this song. It's a pop song, but I like it. It's real catchy, man. Really, really catchy.
Now all we do is complain. Wish we could go back to last week.
No, hold on. I want to hear that Party did with his vocals again. That was awesome. Let's see.
Wish we could go back to last week.
Oh, that was auto-tuned. I heard it. Last week. That was unnatural. That was an auto-tune. Oh, man. These dudes are really trying to stay like, they want to be pop stars at this point. Cool. Man, good for them, dude. Whatever, man. They've earned it, bro. They've been pop stars for 20 years already, in my opinion. So, whatever, That self-titled album they did in like 2003 was absolutely terrible. I hated it. And from that point on, they've been a different group, in my opinion. But whatever, though. Dude, do your thing, bro. Man, make your bread. I am definitely not mad.
Wish we could go back to last week.
Wow, I can't believe I didn't hear that like digital sound. They almost got it past me. I would say that is what auto-tune is used, or made for, rather. Excuse me. I think that is what they made auto-tune for, is a specific instance like this, in my opinion, where they couldn't quite get where they needed out of it, so they use auto-tune to fix it. I like it, man. Sounds like Callie and Nine a lot. Yes, yeah. Huge Cure influence in this one. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna have to listen to this album a few times. I think it's gonna grow on me. It's growing on me already, but it's not. I think this is so far removed from punk that it's kind of ridiculous, honestly. But vocals sound like robotic AI-generated Mark Hoppus impersonation. Miss the Jerry Finn production so much. I mean, I don't agree with all that, but it's definitely different. JJ says they're getting older. Probably they are, by the way. You misspelled it. Sorry, I was messed up. Hard for them to keep their vocals sounding like they were when they were younger. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and having to rely on auto-tune is probably something you're going to have to do if you're playing like actual sung rock and roll music. If you're Ariana Grande, you've been singing like that your whole life. So okay, I'm hearing the Cure influences now. I bet this song will be huge to like people between the age of like 16 and 20. When you're dealing with like young love, breakups, this kind of song will be incredibly important to you. They're smart dudes. They're not idiots, man. They're writing music that'll most likely become timeless. I think this song, while it is incredibly poppy, the chorus sounds like Olivia Rodrigo, man, or Taylor Swift or something like. But from a male perspective or something, like I don't know how to explain it other than that. Every time I hear it, I think bubblegum pop. Like I think Olivia Rodrigo. I think Finn McKenty will call this the new punk rock. Fucking dude, good grief. Yeah, it does sound like something Gen Z would like, for sure, dude. You know, and that's good for them, man. All right, next song is called Everyone Everywhere. That one is it's a good song. I don't know. I'll have to be in a very particular mood to listen to it, honestly, if I was to be, you know. But there's days where I would love to hear that song, I would imagine. It's a good American Pie rolling credits type of song, maybe, or just whatever romantic comedy is out right now. All right, Everyone Everywhere. The production, I think, is a slight bit improved on this. It's not quite as punchy as the first part of that record. It goes down when it would typically go up in a Blink song as far as the notes. This is an interesting guitar riff for Blink-182 in my opinion. I can't remember what they do after this. Might go into something like electronic. I can't remember. Like when you dream when you're asleep, a bit too blurry for the eyes. This robotic vocal style, I love this. This is cool. Yeah. I cut the cords, I kick the sheets, I leave the hive. I like that. I like the keyboard. I like that, but I like it in different music, not necessarily Blink-182. This has got so much, Boxcar Racer, Alkaline. This is so, dude. You can't tell me that Matt Skiba didn't influence some of these songs. Yeah, Night Night says, it sounds a lot like Alkaline Trio. Dude, it just, look, this one is divisive. A lot of people don't like Mark's part. Interesting. The verse is a little weird. Definitely a really cool experimental song, says Jaden. Yeah, for sure. Night Night says, you will love this one. It's so good. I mean, I've already heard all this. I've heard it more than once because I listened. I'm just discussing it with you guys. Blink knows how to appeal to every age demographic. We've seen their maturity shine with self-titled in neighborhoods, but in general, they've always written fun, catchy songs for the youth. Yeah, for the most part, that's pretty accurate. This reminds me of stuff like Motionless in White or Bring Me the Horizon, Start Heavy, Go Electric. Maybe. I don't know enough about those bands, so I would say whether or not I agree with that. Dude, that sounds so like System of a Down. That's what I don't like about it. New metal. What? Yeah, this one, there's parts of it that I like, but overall I'd have to give it a thumbs down, I think. The drums are so distracting in this. It's going across left to right. Like, I get it. I appreciate what he's doing. I don't like it, man. After the bridge, they could have done something heavier, but they go back into the chorus. It's kind of lame. No, that sounds like what they would have done, though. Going heavier, I wouldn't have liked it. I don't like the heavier stuff. It doesn't sound good to me. But yeah, I see what you're saying. And I agree they could have done something different if they wanted to. The song's already mid to me anyway, so why not do something a little crazy, right? Yeah, that's a pretty interesting... Later, Beaver. Have a good night, man. The vocals are too poppy for this? Sure. You know. I guess. I don't know. I don't like... That song was just... It was okay, I guess. The heavy stuff was just... didn't sound like Blink-182 to me. Yeah, that I like the very beginning. The robot sounds were kind of cool. If You'd Ever Left...
If you never left, would you still love me today?
I think this is the one that I thought sounded like a Taylor Swift song. Hold on. The other one was just like a... Okay. Steering through the window panes. Yep. Listen to this. Tell me this doesn't sound like the Ataris and Taylor Swift. Hold on, bro. No, dude. This is the Ataris and Taylor Swift.
If you never left, staring through the window panes, seeking what I can't explain.
Bryan Adams, Bruce Springsteen, the Ataris, and Taylor Swift. Right here, bro. Dude, hold up. And it's pretty good. I like this song, actually. You wish the whole album had the mix of California, to be honest. Oh. If this song was mixed like California, it would, I mean, this album, excuse me, probably would be better. I like 9 and California way more than I like the stuff right before it and right after it, personally. But I'm an Alkaline Trio fanboy, and it's okay. This song's pretty catchy, dude. I can't help but like it. It reminds me of like 2002.
How do we get back there? Those nights you told me that you were scared.
Bro, this is Summer of '69 all day. Dude, come on, man. Do y'all not hear that? Dude, y'all have to... I know that you have to hear this. I know that y'all hear that. I know you hear it. Y'all might be too young to hear it, but I know that's what this is. It sounds like Summer of '69 and Taylor Swift. Oh my goodness, this is wild.
Would we grow up and change? Would we fix our mistakes? Or would they just be the same?
Bro, this is killing me, dude. Oh my goodness. I kind of love this song. Oh, it just reminds me of when did that come out, dude? I bet my kids will like this one. I'm gonna put this one on a playlist for their drive tomorrow. Let's see. Dude, I said 2002. I was close. 2003, man. Dude, this is crazy. This is so catchy, bro.
I would have followed you anywhere if you never left.
Dude, it's that melody. If you never left. Is that not a Taylor Swift melody? It's driving me crazy, dude. This song is so good. It's the second best song in my opinion of the new 8. It would be No Fun's my favorite one.
I hope you remember me. I'm still holding on to your memory. I always thought it was gonna be you.
Bro, I don't think they could pull this song off live. What do y'all think? Marcus is the drum change here is amazing. Okay, hold on. I need to go back and hear what you're talking about. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit.
Or would they just be the same if you never left? If I never find you.
Talking about right there. Because if you are talking about right there, I think it is incredible. I don't think they could play this song live, dude. I don't think there's any way that they could, or they could. I mean, they could play it physically, but I don't think they would do a very good job. They're not built for this kind of stuff live, in my opinion. Whatever though, I'd still sing with them. This is the kind of song that I would want to take and turn into a punk song. Listen to these drums, dude. He goes ham on these drums, on this snare drum specifically. Listen. Dude, that was an incredible song in my opinion. Logan says, I like the new songs. I just wish there were some more fast ones. That's true. This is far better than the original album in my opinion. The original album has so many songs I don't like on it. There's only like 2 I like on the whole thing, so that's up to everybody's own opinion. These last 2 I'm not super fond of, but I'm gonna listen to them anyways, dude. We got One Night Stand coming up next. This sounds like another Blink-182 song, and I don't know what song it is. Hold on, listen to it. It sounds exactly the same. There's like an extra kick drum added in there, like dun instead of dun, but it's the same.
Friend was drunk, left in the street. You turned away and you walked with me.
Something about this one I'm not really feeling. The 2 songs that I liked on the original were Edging and Dance With Me. The Dance With Me just sounds like a Ramones song, and Edging sounds like a Blink song. That slow one they have is absolutely garbage. I hate that song. It's boring. It's just so boring. But everybody else loved it, so whatever.
It's more intense. The taste, the sin in 1, 2, 3. You were like a hit of some ecstasy.
Do I run? Do I run? Do I run? I don't. My knees hurt too bad for that shit. But, it used to be fun.
Fell in love so well. Yeah, you're the reason I
Oh, dude, those lyrics are bad. Those lyrics are really bad. This is probably the worst one. Yeah, see, Dillwade said the lyrics in this one are uninspired. I would go as far as to say they're actively pretty horrible. But I mean, overall, dude, so far this is the only song on here that I would say is like not a good song. But there's always something positive. I love the guitar tone in this. It just sounds nice. It's got like a nice like metallic ring to it. I don't know what it is, but I like it.
The noise awoke your roommate. She's only mad cause she can't get laid.
I keep feeling like he's gonna go na 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 nanny nanny boo boo. That's what this sounds like to me. It sounds like some kids making fun of each other, and it's very juvenile in melody to me. It sounds like a fucking nursery rhyme. I'm not here for it.
A date, I think I misspoke. Cat's got my tongue in the back of my throat.
The background's very Clash though. There's influences here that I can appreciate. I don't like it as a whole. I also feel like I'm getting better at doing this part of my job. A year ago, I couldn't have done this well. I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. You may not agree. That's your prerogative. Yeah, this song is not doing it for me.
Do you ever recall we fell in love so well?
Oh, it's so bad. This is the worst chorus I've heard by them maybe ever. Ooh, yeah. It just doesn't. Somebody else could have probably done this really well. It just doesn't fit their motif, honestly. Like, it just doesn't. The lyrics are so bad. This is a bad Blink-182 song. One Night Stand is the worst Blink-182 song that I've heard in a very long time.
Will you see me some more? I'll arrive right back and be at your door.
Based on the actual words that he's saying, I bet this was written for and to somebody. Excuse me. And they find this song incredibly charming and kind of important. And I'm over here just crapping on it. It's okay. This is the only song like this, and they don't have a lot of songs that I think are actively bad. Out of their whole entire catalog, there's only a handful. One Night Stand. We got one left. It's called Take Me In. Sounds super erotic. Yes, Pedro? What are you doing, buddy? You want some pets? Come here, big guy. Hey, buddy. That's the big squishy dog. You are a giant little sausage doggy, and I love you. I love you, buddy. You're so handsome. You're the handsomest boy dog. Okay, sorry. Gotta pet the doggy. Gotta take care of the pup. All right. Take Me In. That melody just doesn't do it for me. Like when I first heard it, I didn't like it immediately. I don't really know what it is about it, and I don't dislike it. Like I don't actively like the other song. I actively dislike that song. It's just not a song that I enjoy listening to. This one is just kind of like not really bringing me up to where I don't know, whatever.
Let's call it.
That sounds like somebody else though. Hold on. Who does that sound like to you guys?
All our feelings going through our mind.
Oh man, that's pretty rough. It has a melody of another song that I've heard that I also don't really care for. Overall, I think this is a giant win though. I think they get 6 out of 8 right, which is 75%. So I'm gonna give it like an 8 out of 10, I think.
I want giving up hope, my everything.
It has some killers in this one. They listen to a lot of like indie pop. Ryan P hopped in here to just tell us how much he's a simp. I love all these songs. Blink forever. Hell yeah. Ryan, which one's your favorite one, dude? Or do you have a favorite one? It's weird to me that you would love all of them because they're not all good.
When I did nothing wrong, love is such a sin.
The lyrics are pretty bad too. I'm curious which ones Ryan likes the best since he's clearly the biggest Blink fan in the group. And And I love Blink-182. I was listening to Blink-182 probably before Ryan was even born. But, you know, they change, tastes change, people change, their fans change. Some of their fans like them all the way through their discography. Some of them don't. Some of them like choice songs. So it's a, you know, it's a mixed bag of feelings. But overall, if I had to say good or bad, I would say good. I don't think that the release was bad. A couple of songs I thought were pretty mediocre, but I will say it's very formulaic, generic, and forgetful for the most part, with the exception of 2 songs. Everything else I just probably won't ever think about again. The stands are here. Okay. Sinister Kid says, if You Never Left sounds exactly like Skiba was part of the writing process. Yeah, I agree with that. Hummel says, not all are good, quote unquote. Your opinion, not the opinion of all. Ooh, you're so mad. If You Never Left and No Fun. I think those are my favorite ones too, Ryan. Night Night says, the best one is If You Never Left and All in My Head. All in My Head is pretty good. The whole part 2 is very bad. All the songs seem to be throwaways from One More. I don't know about all that. Now, there's 2 that I think are as good or better than anything on the whole album. But, I want to listen to these songs with Matt Skiba. That would be fire. I agree with that. I think I like the songs that Ryan likes the best. I think there's 8 songs, right? There's 2 that are outstanding. There are 2 that are bad. And then there are 4 that are just kind of like decent songs. But, you know, that will upset some people. So, oh well. I was skeptical, very skeptical, but you loved it. Good. I'm glad people like it, though. Mark Manitou, Take Me In is a step ahead of childhood. Okay. Cool. So Gus Giannopoulos says, the Alkaline Trio guitars you keep hearing are Boxcar Racer influenced, in my opinion. What you have to understand is that Boxcar Racer was heavily influenced by Alkaline Trio. So you're right, but it's because of that, you know. Oh, you didn't mean it. Hummel says, I didn't even mean it in a negative way. That's cool. That's what it sounded like. So whatever, though. Dude, I wasn't upset by it. I don't give a shit. Yeah, well, I mean, welcome to the channel. I don't recognize your name, so I don't know if you've been here before or not. You can't take me too seriously, bro. Like, I just run my mouth a lot sometimes. Sometimes it's for the better. A lot of times it's not, though. So don't take me too serious, man. It's not a big deal. I don't take this shit too serious. Connor says, I like the original a lot better. At least some of the songs stood out and had character. All these deluxe songs had sound form. They are very formulaic, but there's 2, in my opinion, that stuck out a lot. But, you know, whatever, man. Look, I don't want to be one of those guys that says they're all perfect, but I don't want to sit here and say they're all bad either, because I don't think that's the case. But anybody that's just popping in, they're hearing me say a bunch of negative stuff, but for the first, 40 minutes of this, all I did was say positive stuff. So go back and listen to the rest of what I said. You'll probably appreciate my opinion. Maybe not. I don't care. Like, I'm just not. If you're here just because you're a Blink fan and you're not here because you're a part of the community, then that's cool. I appreciate the view, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You saw it. Saw your channel a while ago. Greece from Germany. From Germany, dude, that's awesome. But yeah, don't take me too seriously. Please don't. Ooh, don't do that, because I'm an idiot sometimes. I can admit that. I like to have fun, but I also will tell you my perspective, my point of view, my opinion. It is my channel, my platform, so I tend to say what I'm thinking, but I don't mean it to upset people, but people take things so fucking seriously, man. So many people, especially when it's in these pop musician groups, Blink or Taylor Swift, or even up to stuff like Baby Metal and Olivia Rodrigo and Nicki Minaj or what's all Kendrick Lamar, all these pop artists. Those fandoms are incredibly toxic and gross. They're just gnarly, man. I don't like them at all, and I don't care what they think about me. I don't care about their support, because they're not here for the community of punk music. They're here to support their stan artists that they love so much, and that's cool. You know, I don't mind that. But I don't take their opinions and their critique very seriously. Blink Simp, just happy to have them here with us. That's what's up, dude. Now that shit I like. My man said Blink Simp here, because that's how I am with Alkaline Trio. I don't really care. I just like their music. It doesn't really matter. They don't have anything that I don't really like. Night Night says, you being honest is what makes this the best reaction channel. Well, I'm not a reaction channel, but I appreciate that. We do very little reaction stuff on here. I do a little bit of live streaming and like, song music reviews and stuff, but I'm not a reaction channel. 31 TV was a reaction channel, but we do a lot of stuff over here with podcasting and video essays and stuff. I put a lot of work into this channel. This isn't the same thing, but I appreciate that. I really do. My videos that have reactions in them, I do take it seriously. I don't like to dick around. Dude, tomorrow at this time of day, I'll be in Austin ready to see Rancid, and if anybody that's not familiar with this channel, that's my favorite band of all time, and I'm taking my kids to see them for the first time. I'm so excited. And Green Day's playing, and I love... That's another band who has a really crazy fan base. Always glad to get new Blink music. 2 or 3 worth listening to again. The rest are mid, whatever. I feel like that is exactly right. AK-44. Let's finish this song, though. Let's not cut it short. I don't want to disrespect the group.
Take me now, take me anywhere.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I can't do any more of that song. I really don't like it. Ryan P says, I love Alkaline Trio as much as Blink 2. That's awesome. Wow. Cool. That's what's up. What are some of your other favorite bands? My top 3 bands of all time are Rancid, One Man Army from San Francisco, and Born to Lose from Austin, Texas. Hummel says both. Part of the punk community, also a shitty Blink fan. Yo, I like it when people can come in here and not take themselves too seriously. Let's see. Markman2 says it's kind of silly to think that the album is now 27 songs long. That's okay. So that was my original critique of the record, is that it was way too long. AK-44 says, wondering if things would be different if Jerry Finn didn't die. Almost can guarantee that things would be very different if he was still around. I don't see how they couldn't be different, right? But yeah, the album being 27 songs long was my major critique. I'm not 27, excuse me, like 20 songs long, whatever it was, 19 songs, was my major critique when it first dropped. And then, with the addition of 8 more songs, it's like a 3 LP thing. I just don't understand all that. I know they've been gone for a while, so I think they should have done 3 separate albums at like 10 songs, maybe 11 songs a piece. And then we'd still have more music ultimately, and it would be a little separate. Do 1 per year for the next 2 years, or 3 total years, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But AK-44 says the Menzingers. Okay, so you're more of like the softer side of punk. Okay, that's what's up though. Shoot, ain't nothing wrong with that. Menzingers are awesome. Night Night says John Feldman should have produced this. Ooh, I didn't even consider that. Oh, he's a way better producer than Travis Barker. But look, dude, with all my critique over the production of this, I couldn't replicate it. I couldn't do as good. So there is that. But I am a critic. I do this for a living, and so Travis Barker did make some pretty gigantic mistakes in my opinion. Ryan P says, One More Time Part 3 is going to drop 25 new songs. Let's go. We're going to get plus 44 songs, right? That was a terrible fucking joke. Dude, if they can get it to 44 total songs, though, that would be hilarious. I don't know. I still think that my favorite songs on here, No Fun, and I think it's Everyone Everywhere. Is that the one? Which one's the Taylor Swift song? Whichever one that one was. The one sounds like Taylor Swift and the Ataris. Those are the best 2 songs on here. I've got a lot of work to do for my podcast tonight, so I'm going to have to get out of here. But I just wanted to hang out and listen to this, discuss it, and hang out with you guys, man. I had a good time. Even with the people that were initially, I was thinking y'all were a little too serious. I'm glad you were chilling here, and I'm glad that you hung out, and I'm glad that you gave this channel a chance. I do appreciate it. I hope that you subscribe and come back. I hope that you can hang out and grow with the community, become part of it. That'd be awesome. So it'd be really cool, man. Okay, so If You Never Left. Okay, that's the one I like. Every Other Weekend's also pretty decent. Travis is a good producer for his specific style, but that style doesn't fit Blink best. I agree with that. It's more of an MGK and what's that black dude's name? I saw him play live. He was really fucking good, dude. What is his name? Oh my goodness. He's so good too. What is his name? I really, really enjoy his music. Travis Barker produced. Pedro, you good over there, buddy? Nobody's got his name? Damn it. What was his name? He was so good too. Modern pop punk artists. Sounds for me like to a Cure tribute, especially because of the weekdays. Oh, you know, there's a lot of the Cure in this stuff that we're listening to today. No. New pop punk bands. What is this guy's name? Good grief. These are not new. What's the kid's name that's the he's the young black kid that sings. Travis Barker did a bunch of stuff with him. He even I think he produced his entire album. I cannot remember his name. He's so catchy. He's got I think he has a song about Los Angeles maybe or Vegas. I think Hollywood, is it called Hollywood Sucks? Something like that. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if I can figure it out. It's driving me nuts. Kenny Hoopla. That's his name. Estella. Dude, Kenny Hoopla is the shit. That kid. Yeah, Kenny Hoopla is so good, bro. I love that dude. So, like, that guy, he's produced very well by Travis. I need to cut my hair and get ready for the show tomorrow. I got a lot of work to do, man. You guys have been a blast to hang out with. I appreciate your time. I hope that you had a good time. The Blink-182, one more time, part 2. Overall, I say it was like a green light, man. It was a good release. It wasn't anything that blew my hair back. There was 2 songs that I might add to my personal playlist. Everything else I'm probably going to forget about in 24 hours. But, you know, good for them, man. I hope they do really well with it. I hope they play some of those songs live. Yeah, maybe I'll catch them play one of these days. I saw them play back in like 2002, and it was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, we'll be back pretty soon with more content for you crazy folks. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Peace.